Hello everyone, what is going on? My name is the Newbie Warrior and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos here almost every single day, so if you like this video and want to see more videos just like this, so make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check out some other stuff on the channel. Today, I'm going to be fulfilling a Patreon request, while also doing something that I would have gotten to, but not as soon. So, really quickly, if you do not know, I have launched a Patreon. That is linked in the description below if you want to go check it out. One of the perks of that Patreon is a guaranteed reaction request. Basically, at the $10 tier, you can make a request within certain parameters that I explain more on the page. And I am guaranteeing that I will do that request as long, like, within the first week of the next month. So, like, if there's ever anything that you're like, I cannot wait, you're ignoring my requests, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do requests, so you guys know I do my best, but sometimes stuff gets lost. So if you would like me to react to something I either wouldn't react to normally, or you think I'm taking way too long to react to and you're just dying to see it faster, you can consider that. Today, somebody did that. Richie is one of my $10 patrons, so shout out to Richie, thank you so much. Richie basically said, I would like to do some Blackpink, but they don't have a really long album, and you've already reacted to, like, almost all their stuff, or seen it before you had reactions. So they said that they would like to do fellow elves a favor, and try and speed up the process of getting the time-slip greatest album of all time done. So that's what this is. So once again, thank you, shout out to Richie. I promised I was going to do this, but honestly, it may not have gotten done this month because I've got traveling to do later this month, and I'm sick, and I've got plenty of other stuff going on, so this may have been delayed about another month or so, but thanks to Richie, it is here today. If you are new in the channel and you don't know what greatest album of all time is, basically, I go through an artist's entire discography from basically anything that they have that's an album, and I score every song from 1 to 10 with 0.5, so that's on a 20-point scale, with the goal to being to listen to all of an artist's music and get to a better appreciation for it, and to find my favorite album, or the greatest album of all time that they have. So, yeah. I've already completed all of the previous albums of Super Junior for greatest album of all time, but obviously, Time Slip just came out. I did react to the album when it came out, and I've obviously been listening to it a little bit since then. This is the official greatest album of all time reaction review, whatever. So yeah. But before we get that out of the way, I have even more housekeeping, because I told you guys many times I was going to do this, and I kept forgetting about it and sticking it to the side, so we're going to do that here. As a part of Replay, or I guess as a part of Play, one of the versions included a song called Shadowless, which is by Super Junior KRY, and people kept telling me this as I went through the rest of Greatest Album of All Time for Super Junior, and I just kept putting it off, and, like, I'll do it next week, I'll do it with this video, I'll make a separate video. I kept saying that, and then I wasn't lying to you guys, it's just I have poor time management skills, and I tend to forget important things, so apologies, I am doing that here. So here we go. We're gonna listen to Shadowless, and then we will factor that in and kind of give the final score again for Replay with Shadowless. So, here we are. I'm excited. I've never heard this song. Also KRY. A very dramatic tone to the vocals so far. Ooh. Oh. Just, man. Ooh, that swell. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause this. Cool. The instrumental just did something really cool. The way it swelled I was not expecting that. The first thing I was going to point out though is every time I hear KRY, it's just magic. It's just magic. The way their voices are so different from each other, and they cover such a broad spectrum of vocalist talent and tone. It's just legitimately magical. Like, this shift here, and then I want to talk about this instrumental swap. There's almost like a synthy quality to that violin. It's almost like they took a violin sample, but did like an EDM riff, synth riff with the violin sample. Like, you would think this would be like this, like the way they use it, it bounces like it's an EDM sample. Listen. Do you hear what I mean? It's like it's dance music for a second. It makes it a really unique transition, I feel like. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh my gosh. And this is why I'm an idiot, and I always delay some of the best songs. Okay. I know why you guys were on me about not including this in the album. Oh, so clear on the tone. Just the vocal clarity. A little bit of belting there. Cut the instrumental. Bring it back with that like weird synthy violin hit. Oh, nice soft background harmony. Ooh. Ooh, that call and repeat. You guys know how I feel about how this type of call and repeat and the way it's done here. Ooh. Also, the like choral vocals in the background. The song, I want to say 10 out of 10, but I haven't listened to replay in a bit, so we're gonna have to listen to some samples of other songs. My initial reading is 10 out of 10, but I do that sometimes with Super Junior, where I don't consider, I don't know, where I'm like, I don't know, 10 out of 10, then it'll be like, no, this is actually a 7 compared to the rest of Super Junior's music, because their music's too good. So we'll see. I'm giving 10 out of 10 vibes so far, though. Listen to these choral vocal builds. Ooh, that string pluck too.
숨을 쉴 때마다 떠오른다. 자꾸 눈에 밟힌다. 다시 가지 못해.
Oh, I should have seen it coming, but it still hit. The ad-libs. Actual masterpiece of a song, by the way. diminish on the last chord. Well, once again, I'm an idiot, because I could have listened to that the entire time I was doing Super Junior Greatest Album of All Time, from replay onward. And I didn't, and now I have another KRY song that can control my life and existence and get me in my feelings. Okay. Wow. The use of, first of all, obviously, the vocal chops. Like, at this point, I really shouldn't have to say it, and I don't think I really do, but man, the clear vocals, the difference between their different vocals, but also, what? The harmonies and ad-libs and stuff at the end, and the choral style like chant for that one build-up, the instrumental cuts, and then we get into the instrumental, weird little synth hits are made out of violins, and we have escalations, de-escalations, we have all kinds of stuff going on, really high quality instrumental sample as well. Just a really, really good song, like really good. Okay, I'm done ranting. Let's hear a little bit of another 10 off this album. Too Late. Let's hear a little bit of Too Late.
내 맘은 또 too late 이렇게 또 too late
I haven't listened to this song in a long time.
네가 날 기다리며 서 있던 이 자리 어디서 얼만큼 더
Forgot about how cool this escalation is. I think it is. I think it's a 10. Honestly, it would have been in the 9.95 range, except a couple of things. I think a couple of things push Shadowless to a 10. Because here's what they are. It's the way they use those instrumental samples really is special. Really, really. I've never heard somebody take a traditional classical sounding violin and make it whir like an EDM synth for a build like that, or for a drop in like that. That's nuts to me. But also the little like choral chant up, like there were so many flourishes of color that I think it pushes it from the 9.95 range, which it would have been just because it's KRY being god tier vocalists over a pretty song. But I think that just there's so much uniqueness in that instrumental, and I'm so sorry I didn't get to it. That brings Replay's total score from an 8.1, I believe. Let's set this to 0 and see what it was. I believe it was from an 8.1. Yeah, to an 8.2. So, congratulations, Shadowless. I apologize, everyone, for being an idiot and not getting to that sooner. Okay, now for actual time slip greatest album of all time. That was like 13 minutes of intro and an addition to the Replay greatest album of all time. Now, we get to the first song actually on time slip. Yeah. I'm excited. That's all I really have to say. I'm excited. Time slip, like I said, I've been listening to it a little bit. The Crown, when I heard it the first time, and you guys can see my actual reaction to it. Maybe I'll link it in the description below. You can see my reaction to the, I believe the lyric video that they did for it, which it's amazing. Like I said, it has like the same type of anthemic energy that like Superman has. Like it is, like I'm not saying it's as good as Superman, because I can tell you right now I don't think it's quite there for me, but man, okay. Starting with once again, straight anthem vibes. Dark, powerful synth hits with like a kind of foreboding, strong tone here. The lyrics too, apparently. Whoa, this build is ridiculous. And the bias. I'm gonna do my best not to give the song a 10 just because Yes Song has so much of the chorus. Oh my gosh, this is one of the cases where I love the song already, and once again, this is a weird case of, and when a new album comes out, often I think I'm gonna react to the album first and then do a greatest album of all time later. Obviously there's not reliable lyric videos when an album first comes out, which is why I don't just do greatest album of all time the day it drops. But okay, this is a case of the lyrics really elevating a song, because I'm in love with this song and have been since the first second I heard of it. But the 5 letters which we've protected this far on this arduous road, assuming that means CROWN, crown. That is some straight fire insanity. It's so And there's such angsty synths in the background of this too. And they give Shindong like the hard flow. We get this song. This might be my favorite song on the album, to be completely. I am so obsessed with this song. Oh, go beyond the first to being the best. The escalation of this bridge breaks my soul. It's so good. I'm sorry, this song, I'm sure that whatever I'm doing right now is not, it's strange to watch, but I'm so into this song, I can't. Oh, that song! Alright, it's a 10. We're not checking it. We're not checking it. We're not checking it. I'm not comparing that. I'm sorry, I don't care what other songs now have to live in the world of that. I know Super Junior has god tier songs, but there is no way on earth that The Crown is not a 10 for me. There's no way. There's no way. It's just you get to hear, there's such an impact and such an oomph behind everything. And I think a lot of it is because they use kind of these dark, grungy synths. Especially, they use them in the section where they're talking about the hearts we've had to break, basically the faces we've had to step on, the people we've had to shove to get out, like, we're going to be first. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what. And so, like, there's, like, these dark undertones to those synths, while there's this big, loud, anthemic, hoorah, clap, build like brass hits, right? So like you have the we are the best no matter what, but then you have this subtone that's so interesting of this like dark, we're the best no matter what we have to do to be the best, right? And like it's that sound combination with the text painting of the lyrics that is just unbelievable. And then obviously the vocal prowess, KRY is back, and okay. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's an easy one to talk about. It's a 10. I'm curious if this is my favorite song on the album. Now that I sit down and like listen to and analyze them critically, because I haven't done that, obviously. I've been listening to them casually, like as just someone listening to good music. But here we go. Super clap. Super clap. Why didn't I open Spotify? I have lyric videos. Shockingly, I like this song, despite the clap element. To be fair, they don't use it gratuitously. They actually use it sparingly. I dig that little funky... The main little synth. The little harmonies at the end, like in that same register. This is fun to listen to as well. Ooh, those harmonies are nice. My biggest complaint about the song is like, okay, it's not really a complaint in that it makes the song bad. It's just within the context of... Also, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning, but I forgot there were so many things to intro. If you've never watched Greatest Album of All Time before, I'm not scoring their music on a scale of 1 is bad, 10 is good, or 10 is the best. It's a scale of only compared to Super Junior's other music, right? So I have to listen to the best Super Junior music I've heard and my least, or like my most favorite Super Junior music that I've heard and my least favorite Super Junior music that I've heard. That's the scale 1 to 10. So it's not like objectively good or bad, and I'm not comparing it to any other artist's music. So just FYI. The point being made there is, obviously, I'm comparing this chorus to their other choruses, to Super Junior's other choruses, and they have some absolutely magical, perfect choruses, and so this one doesn't really do it for me in the way that something like, well, The Crown we just listened to. I mean, that's a little bit unfair. Super clap. Like, this is catchy, but like, in terms of being my favorite, I don't like that chorus, really. I do love this part, unsurprisingly. It's Yesung's part. Woo! I don't love the spoken call and repeat. I don't know. And then we get some more KRY doing KRY things. I like how KRY traded the lines around, where sometimes, like, I believe last chorus, or like last lead in the chorus, they had Yesung do that part that Raywolf just did. I like how instead of like a melodic bridge, they have like a dubstep dance breaky bridge, which is cool. So pure on that note. This is like a really fun, bouncy funk vibe, though, on this song. Super clap. Whoa, there's an outro. Okay, like I said, that song, I like it. First of all, I like it leagues more than I thought I would when I saw that it was called Super Clap. I was like, oh no. If you guys don't know and you're new to the channel, fake clapping samples and music, fake clapping samples don't get along with me. Let me put it that way. Or I guess, to more accurately put it, I don't get along well with fake clapping samples. Fake clapping samples don't really do anything wrong other than exist, and I just have an unnatural, largely unexplainable hatred of them, because how hard is it to get people to clap in a studio when it sounds so much better? But, point being, I thought that would bother me, but once I heard the song, I was like, oh no, it's not bad. It doesn't really detract from it. The chorus, I feel, is a little bit weak. For a Super Junior song at least, it's not a great chorus. Okay, here's the thing. I haven't done this in a long time, so we're gonna have to listen to some samples of some other songs to figure out where generally to range this. Let's start with something like Let's Dance, maybe? Oh boy. Which I gave a 7. Once again,
Everybody, let's go. 긴장감은 벗고 turn on music. 따라 해봐, let's dance. 졸라매지 말고.
because like even this song, I feel like maybe I like this chorus slightly more. But then, see, this part I don't like as much. So there's kind of a trade-off there. See, like, there's a weirdness. I can't even use this to accurately judge. Okay. Instead, let's listen to, like, mid-season a little bit. Let's see. This I gave a 7.5. I forgot this has some, like, funk kind of elements, too, with the synths. I just have no idea where Superclap's gonna end up, if I'm being honest with you. Cinema Mamacita, which I give a 6.5. Superclap feels about in line with Mamacita to me. Okay. I reserve the right to change the scores for anything on this album until I finish, by the way. So I can't change any scores on albums I've already finished. But this one, obviously, I can change the score throughout. We're going to start this at a 6.5, because it feels about in line with Mamacita to me. But that could change depending on listening to the rest of the album and listening to some other samples of Super Junior songs to compare other stuff to. On to I Think I. I Think I. Another song that came out before the album dropped.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Ready for it. Come on, girl.
It's such a fun rhythm. Just those vocals, it's so good. Just a little. Also, Super Junior, the amount of Latin songs that they make is fantastic. And I know why, because they nail it so unbelievably hard.
Yeah.
I love that little funky. This chorus, on the other hand, so when I was talking about Super Clap, I said that the chorus fell a little bit flat for me, and that's why I felt like it's just such a weak chorus compared to how many good choruses they have. Shall We Dance is, or this chorus, this Shall We Dance bit of I Think I, this chorus is proof that of what I'm talking. Like, this chorus I like so much. Love some Untitled rap. Of course, D&E, the duo that got me into Super Junior. These descending chords, so nice. And the bias. Every time I listen to the song, I freak out at that part, by the way, not just for this reaction. You can go check. I freaked out to that part when I reacted to the album the first time, and I still freak out to that part every time I listen to the song. Oh. The KRY riffs are too real. I don't think any other group in the world has 3 vocalists that can riff and sound that good. I like how interesting and unique they make the ending too from the rest of the song. They bring in this dance. Oh boy, what do I score that? Oh, how am I I forgot the dilemma. How am I supposed to score Super Junior music? Okay. I can tell you right now, it's at least an 8. So let's listen to Midnight Blues. A little bit of Midnight Blues while we're on This Is Love or Mamacita. Just a little bit. It's gonna get an unfair boost from me, probably. Just because I like the Latin concept so much that... Man, Super Junior's love for jazz, and then specifically Latin jazz, is nuts. With their love in their music, I mean. Obviously, I don't know them. So I really, really like Midnight Blues. very cool chill song. I think I slightly edges it out. I think it makes it confusing that it's called I think I. Let me listen to an 8.5 and just double check. A Raining Spell for Love. That's one. I don't know why I'm only on This Is Love. Let's go to a different album, actually. I don't want to just go off my scores on one album. I just gotta find another 8.5. Let's see what I give 8.5s to. Oh, Haru got an 8.5 on Spy. I forgot. Yep. This is a really good song. All their songs are there. Well, pretty much all of them. Most of them are. Let me listen to a 9. Is it a 9? There's no way it's a 9, right? Hero? Let's listen to Hero. Listen to Hero.
I see my girl.
Is it a 9?
Listen to me.
I don't think we'll see. I don't think I think it's quite a 9. Super Junior 9s are hard to get because their music's nuts.
I'm saying to you, take my hand.
Nah, I think but we're gonna give it an 8.5. We're gonna give it an 8.5 for now. That's what I'm feeling here. Okay, on to Game. Game.
Yeah. Dream on good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah, get down. Alright, I want a girl. You too. Hold me down. 뜨거운 열기 시작할까? 수많은 눈길 주목해 나. 틀에 귀는 긴장감이 흐르고. 그녀 향해 손짓 한번 건네고.
Such a funky drum rhythm already. There's like almost a classic hip hop feel to this, honestly, but with some more funk guitar type elements. See, and then it's definitely not classic hip hop. There's like almost a disco fever kind of vibe to this. Such a strong chorus, by the way.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, you and me. Drop it now. Let's bring it back.
The skirt. I like how minimal they make the beat for the rapping here.
Say what you gonna do. Say what you gonna do. 자신을 따라서 시선을 집중. Say what you gonna do. 자 이제 X를 Baby set fire, baby set fire. 너를 향한 나의 race 점점 더 올라가는 pace.
This chorus is so strong. It's so good. tasteful use of the bass and that brass as well.
눈앞에 가까워진 그대 다가온 그대 네가 기다리고 있는 걸 이제 곧 상식한 피날레
Once again, some of the like choral style oohs coming in, awesome. Real work. Ooh, it's so good. Really cool. Okay. Really cool. I love that chorus. That chorus is so good. And then the ad-libs. And the instrumental is really cool. It's a little bit on the repetitive side. It's not my absolute favorite by any means. But it's very good. I know I like it more than Super Clap. But I think it's just slightly over. So actually, I think I'm just going to give it a 7 for now. Once again, these can move, but I'm gonna give it a 7 for now. Like I said, there's like this disco fever kind of passion to it. And it's really fun to listen to. It's really fun to belt that chorus along with the song. Yeah. Okay. On to somebody new. Somebody new. Such clear vocals. Very simple, obviously just chords and the vocals to start with. The way the song starts with Rywook and Kyohyun and then into Eunhyuk is nuts. Ah, this is so good. It's like the song is just hugging you at this point. And this is an example. Hold on, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, this song. This is an example of a song that oftentimes I think you guys will hear me, and I've gotten some, not criticism, but people disagreeing with me in Greatest Album of All Time saying, you value first time hearing things and shock value way too high. And if something is in a genre, but it's done well, sometimes you don't like it. And I think it's, you know, and look, I like what I like, and I'm not going to change that. But what I will say is, this is an example of a song where I've heard songs very much this exact same tone. I mean, I was in a jazz choir for Pete's, like, this just da 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 da, like the style of singing, the general melodic structure, even these chords they're using and the way they're using them. I've heard this all before, but man, do they execute it perfectly here in a way that's like, yeah, no, this is not a I need to be surprised or I need to be impressed or shocked, or it doesn't have to be unique. Like, this is so good. Even though the thing is, like, nobody sounds like Super Junior sounds. Like, vocally. Like, nobody does this. So they can sing whatever they want to. Because this is a very vocal-dependent style of song. But then they have these rap refrains. And they cut the instrumental there super tastefully.
언제부턴가 잊고 지냈던 소중한 내 사람들과 지난 꿈들을 되찾고 싶어 난 이제 변하지 않는 것을 노래하고 변하지 않는 나로 남고 싶어
That chord is so good. And that synth that they put under it. I also, man. Also, lighter song, by the way. I love this emotional style of flow as well. Oh, the ad-lib. Listen to how that filled out. Listen to the layering on this track. Oh, that song. That's a song that I heard the first time and I really, really liked it. But every time I've heard it again, I just like it more. And like, it is a cheesy, nostalgic, kind of almost generic style of song. But the way they execute it is flawless. Is it a 10? Oh, I don't know. Oh, we gotta listen to some 9.5s a little bit, I think. I gotta hear... Yeah, Hit Me Up is a good one, actually. I know I've been on this, This Is Love a whole lot. Or Mamacita, the repackage. But I gotta hear... No, what? I just said it out loud. No. Hit Me Up, that's what I was looking for. Oh, right, because this isn't the repackage. Okay, let's find another 9.5, that's fine. Why? On, Mr. Simple. This is a 9.5. Ooh, I don't know. Is somebody new better than this? That's hard. Is it in line with this though? It might be. Oh, that little synth line. My Love, My Kiss, My Heart. This is a 10. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's a 10. I don't think that somebody knew it's a 10. It might be a 9.5. Okay. Yeah, it's not a 10. Is it a 9.5? I have to listen to another example of a 9.5, honestly. Dead at Heart. Dead at Heart. Just a little bit. Is it in this range or is it a 9? Together. Oh no, this is a 6.5. I read that as another 9.5. I think I think we're gonna give somebody new a 9.5. It's possible that moves down to a 9. I don't know. We're gonna give it a 9.5 for now because I'm leaning more towards that. Okay, on to Skydive. Here we go. Why do I keep clicking Spotify when I have this right here? The song's very electronic, obviously. I do like this build a lot. Here's the thing. This is a very... I was talking earlier about how, like, it's within a... It's very much, like, Somebody New is very much a genre song, right? It's like, I know what that song is. I know what it is. And it's just executed so well. This, to me, feels like... This is also like, oh, I know exactly what type of electronic music this is. I can predict the builds. I can tell where the sub vocals are gonna be. But man, if I could listen to more electronic music with Super Junior vocals on it, like, doesn't matter. Sure, I've heard a million songs where someone does that, but I've never heard a song where Rewook does that, right? Don't love that use of a fake clap. This was the first fake clap on the album that really did bother me. I don't like it. I wish that was any other percussion. That's an addictive little synth blend they made. I love this bridge. It's like an entirely... This bridge is an entirely different style of electronic music, almost. It's interesting. I love that bass synth. Love that bass synth. If there just wasn't that clap, this song would fare much better. So here's the thing. I was thinking this is about in line with where I put Super Clap. But then that fake clap came back in, and I was reminded how much the fake clap hurts the song. So I'm gonna give it a 6. That's, it's just, I like the vocals so much, but it is too repetitive. The bridge section's amazing. I wish that we got to keep that bass for the rest of the song, maybe through an outro or something. Or maybe I wish that we would have gotten that bass earlier after the second chorus. It's just the song's a little bit too repetitive for me to love it. It's a little bit, that fake clap hurts the percussion a lot. That could have been a very, very, very cool, interesting, unique song, but that fake percussion is like, no, sit down. You don't get to be cool and unique. You are this now. And, yeah, that was hurt by it. But the vocals, I mean, just them attempting this style of electronic music is very cool. I would love, love, love to hear just tracks and tracks of them. I know I'm probably alone in this, but just tracks and tracks of them singing, like, sub-vocals on cool electronic beats. Because, like, the build-up and everything is really cool with Super Junior vocals. Also, there could have been more rapping. Like, they could have had a really interesting rap breakdown, I feel like, and maybe brought the bassy synth from the bridge in earlier for, like, a rap verse. That would have been really cool. But as it stands, the fake clap and the overall repetitive nature of it, I think I'm going to have to drop it down. But this is a unique case of, it's a 6, but it's a 6 I'm going to listen to a lot more than other 6s, because there's not other Super Junior songs of this style of music. So if I want to hear Super Junior on a very kind of trancey, feel-good EDM beat, I'm going to listen to Skydive. Like, it's a good song. It's just, we're comparing to all of Super Junior's entire discography ever, and in my opinion, it doesn't quite stack up. So, speaking of stack up, well, speaking of up, whatever, heads up. We're going on to heads up. That's what I was trying to say. Here we go. This song, I think, is going to stack up to the rest of Super Junior's discography very well. Those vocals are so far forward. That bass is so nasty and there's like an almost underwater kind of trippy vibe to this here. Why do they all sound so good? Always. There's like a dangerous, very passionate edge. Like a, it's very, very risky is how this song feels. Like, it puts me on edge and listening to it in the best way. Honestly, this reminds me a lot of some of Vix's music. I've been doing Greatest Album of All Time for Vix. I just started that. I'm a couple of albums in. And this reminds me almost of being dangerous and sexy in the way that Vix is dangerous and sexy in a lot of their music. And I am living for it. So, yeah. I'm big fan of this. Big fan of this vibe. If you can't tell, I've listened to this song a lot already. And they didn't have to do a switch up here. What's insane is, for once, this would be the song where it's like, I love that basic bass synth that they chose so much, and their delivery of the main chorus. If they just chorused again and outroed here, or if the song ended here, I'd be happy, but they still give a really interesting bridge. It's a much calmer bridge. Love the like shake weight or shake instrument, maraca maybe, in the background here. Love how they stack these vocals into build up. And then I love how it kind of like warbles back up to the... This is honestly one of the dirtiest basses I've heard in K-pop so far, though. It's so... got so much to it. This is another one that I don't have to listen to other songs. I don't have to. It's a 10. The song's a 10. It's so freaking cool. Just that bass, the quality of the vocals, like I said, this general edginess, kind of like a sexy, dangerous edginess to this song, is so nuts. The bass synth, I love it so much. The bridge, like I said, they didn't have to do it, but they still give a really interesting bridge switch up. The vocal quality in the chorus, the way the vocals were mixed with the track, everything about this is top notch. I'm giving you heads up a 10. Yeah, it's miraculously good. It's how I would describe it. Okay, on to Stay With Me. Yup, this song starts really good too. The synth texture already, and how much fun, like, this song already feels like a vocal showpiece. This almost has a meme kind of tone to it, but it's so good. Ooh, I don't know if I noticed the quiet intensity that Litok has here before. You guys know how I feel about just all the different vocal parts and harmonies all over the place. Makes me so happy. Yeah, it feels so good. Whoa. It's crazy to me to hear Shindong sing the way he sung here. Right? Here. Wait, where did he sing? Am I imagining things? No, right here. To hear Shindong sing the way he sings here, and then to rap the way he raps right there. And the fact that that's the same person's voice is like... It's so soft and calm and open. And then his rap voice is like... It's almost scary. It's like actually a hood rap voice. Not that I'm qualified to say that, but like he's got... it's nuts. It doesn't sound like the same person. I do love just the different vocal layers on this song so much. It's a little bit repetitive. Like, I like a lot of the song. This bridge hits it in a nice time, though. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, the ad-lib's nice. It works very well. Whoa. Yeah, I really like that song too. Oh man. Okay. Where to start? I guess the most obvious place to start is this song is such a vocal showpiece, not in a big power note, insane like operatic dramatic style, but in a very fun with lots of different members having little cool lines here and there. The constant vocal harmonies building, escalating, de-escalating things, transitioning. Just so many fun vocal sounds in this that are really nice. The rapping, I think, flows really nicely. The synth selection, really beautiful, rich synth textures. It does get slightly repetitive, but just the point in which it feels repetitive, I think they hit that nice bridge, and it's a really nice change. And then they outro very nicely as well. Okay, so I'm saying nice things about this because I like it. The question is, how much do I like it? That's the question, right? Is it a 10? I don't think so. It's so good. Is it a 9.5? Do I like this more than somebody new, I guess is the question, right? Or is it in the same plane? Or is it slightly less? That's the question, right? I don't know, it's a good song. So Stay With Me, obviously. I don't know. Right now it feels about the same pace, or maybe slightly less. Let me hear a little bit more of Stay With Me again.
I'm just saying, that's your baby. Baby, just stay with me. Stay.
I think
Just stay for me.
I think the repetitiveness of this makes it slightly under something like Somebody New. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 9. It feels so close to being a 9.5. I think it's a 9 because it's just like, I don't know. Somebody New to me is like this repeats like one too many times. If it repeated that chorus one less time, then it would be a 9.5. Is how I feel. It's so good. It's such a good song. Insanely good. But I'm gonna give it a 9 for now. On to No Drama. I almost said drama. No, it's called No Drama.
No more drama, baby.
One-way music.
요즘엔 말이 뜸해진 건지 또 요즘엔 날 보는 너의 눈빛이 냉기만 주변에 돌고서 그대로 훑어지는
Interesting use of this guitar.
어디로 내 맘이 가버린 건지 말하자면 내가 싫어졌니
That vocal texture.
가지 마요 보다시피 이건 우리 사이의 드라마 지금 네가 하려는 말은 참아
I like the layering of those guitars. There's a lot of different guitar sounds here.
가지 마요 필요 없어 우리 사이에 너무 드라마 맘이 조마조마해 No spoiler no drama only you No spoiler no drama only you 필요해 널 떠나지 마라 너 틈이 나지 않게 내가 있을게 너와 함께 있을게 넌 요즘 왠지 몰라도 나보다 창문을 가까이 해 내가 못마땅한 건지 하는 말만은 딴
Really nice verse from Untitled.
더 많은 난기로 타고 있지 목적 없이
I forgot how hard he goes here.
Tell me what we gon' do 고개를 돌리지 마요 날 두고 외면하지 마 우리 거리가 멀어질까봐 지금 조마조마해 가지마 만나지 마요 떠나지 마 가지 마요 보다시피 이건 우리 사이의 드라마 지금 네가 하려는 말은 참아 하지 마요
This construction.
가지 마요 필요 없어 우리 사이에 너무 드라마 맘이 조마조마해 No spoiler no drama only you No spoiler no drama only you
Oh, that's a pretty harmony.
조마조마해 나 baby me and you 가지마 만나지 마요 떠나지 마 가지 마요 보다시피 우리 사이 드라마 지금 네가 하려는 말은 참아 하지 마요 말하지 마요 가지 마요 필요 없어 우리 사이에 너무 드라마 너무 드라마 조마조마해
Okay. This is a weird one for me. Because there's so much to... So there's a lot of things that I like about this. I like the mixture of guitars that they chose. It's just... It feels... I said a couple of times, like, Stay With Me repeats a little bit, like, one too many times, I feel like, right? And this repeats a lot. And that's okay sometimes, but to me, this song feels way too repetitive. I love Eunhyuk's verse. I love the cool little vocal stuff they did. I love the cool selection of guitars, layering of guitars. They switched up a lot, but to me, they still didn't switch up enough. And I don't love this chorus. Da 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 in the drama, da 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 in the chama. Like, it just doesn't really hit for me in the way that a lot of these other choruses have. So, yeah, this one is not my favorite on the album. I like it significantly less than Super Clap. I don't want to go down to a 5. Let's listen to some samples from some other stuff. It's definitely not a Too Many Beautiful Girls. I like it way more than that. I want to listen to a 5-5. Did I ever score a 5-5? Let's see. There's a 5. Runaway is a 5-5 off of Replay. I think I like No Drama more than this. To the point where I'm considering bumping Super Clap to a 7. Yeah. I don't know. No Drama might be down here, actually. Like, I'm gonna have to listen to a 6 as well. Just to really hit home, let's see. Myself solid 6. Shining Star. Shining Star.
Shining star, shining star like a rainbow, makes me love. 내게 꽃과 같은 달콤한 미소로만 바라보며 까만 곳을 봐. Shining star, shining star like a
Okay.
rainbow, makes me love.
Time slip.
내게 꽃과 같은 달콤한 미소로만 바라보며.
So that's a 6. Maybe. Do I like it enough to be a 6'5"? That's the question. Maybe. Okay. I think we're gonna have to bump a couple of things here. We're gonna have to bump Super Clap to a 7. And we're bumping Game to 7.5. And then No Drama is getting a 6.5. Okay. On to Show. Last song. I actually have... Well, I've heard all this. What am I talking about? I reacted to all of this. Here we go. Show. This one very much feels like a Broadway piece to me. Which makes sense given the song. Whoa. It's such a clear Broadway style of singing already. That clap is killing this for me though. That is not a great clap sound. Clap's gone. The strings are really nice. Big opening chord moment. I forgot they have these like clips in the middle. Since it's a cover. I really like the style of singing. Because, like, it's Broadway. I mean, that's what it is. It is pretty repetitive, and these are not the best strings and not the best good bass that I've heard, to be honest.
나만 있는 거야 난 주인공인 거야 세상이라는 무대 위에 룰은 없는 거야 내가 만들어가는 거야 난 할 수 있을 거야 언제까지나 너와 함께
Nice opening chords at the end. Okay. So honestly, see, this hurts because I love the concept of them doing a Broadway cover, right? Of a very Broadway style open musical song, right? And their vocal execution is on point. So it just sucks to... But I keep in mind, this is not me saying this is a bad song. This is me saying I like it X amount compared to other Super Junior songs. And I'm honestly going to have to give this a 5.5, I think. I think this is a 5.5 for me. Yeah. This is like... The problem is the instrumental is not that strong, in my opinion. It's just like none of the instruments have an impact, really. Like there's the right instruments, but they feel almost like kind of cheap synth in terms of the brass doesn't sound that great, the strings don't sound that great, the bass doesn't sound that great. So overall, that just doesn't land for me. Yeah. So that's my take on Show. Once again, vocal execution is great, but it's Super Junior. It always is. So that's never an issue. The only issue is sometimes they have mixed their vocals poorly, or somebody has mixed their vocals poorly. But that's the studio production. That's not their actual voices. Here the vocals are good and they're mixed well. The instrumental is the issue, and it just feels kind of cheap and not the best instrumental in my opinion. And the song is just too repetitive for me to love it and enjoy it, so. That's my honest take on Show. That's my honest take on Time Slip. I thought I might go back and change some of these, but actually after I made the change for No Drama, and I thought about, these Super Clap, Game, and No Drama, those all ended up in a place that I feel more happy with. So... yeah, I think that is going to be the final score. That brings Time Slip's score to an 8.0, which is very respectable, very good. You guys know I love Super Junior. This album was great. Apologies it took me so long to get to this, but it did. I can only do what I can do. I loved it a lot. Obviously, The Crown is amazing. Somebody New is amazing. The Heads Up is amazing. Stay With Me is amazing. I Think I is amazing. And then Game is very, very good. Super Clap is a good song. Like, there's just so many good songs here. No Drama's a good song, even. It just doesn't quite land the same way that some of these others do. But it's still a good song, so... yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. My name is The Newbie Warrior. If you haven't already checked out, I did a lot of these. As a matter of fact, one for every Super Junior album. So make sure to check those out. I know some of them got blocked off YouTube. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. We even tried to stream them, put them on Twitch, all kinds of stuff. Just not working, so... yeah. But yeah, obviously, if Super Junior releases future albums, I will continue to update this greatest album of all time. But for now, we're going to be done again until they put something else out. This was an amazing comeback. Feels good to have KRY back. As always, I want to know which scores you agreed with, which you disagreed with. Do you love anything I hate? Do you hate anything I love? Yeah. Thank you all. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And please remember to stay newbie. Thank you so much to everyone who supported me on Patreon, with a special thank you going out to Lucky7, Jen, Richie, and Georgia Young, who are my $10 patrons.